The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Advanced Pain Care. Veterans Day, as we know, is coming up on November 11th. Advanced Pain Care honors the personal experience of military personnel with help from their own team. Veterans Dr. Bradley Wisler and Certified Physician's Assistant Dawn DeSimone are here to tell us more. Doctor, we're going to start with you. How has being a veteran yourself changed the way that you interact with and treat veterans?
It's a great question. So what I do currently, I'm a pain management doctor. I treat chronic pain from all sorts of conditions, head to toe, from all walks of life, whether it's been there a day or for 30, 40 years. When I was in the military, I was a pain management doctor for the military. And so that's what I did for my career in the military. I treated pain management for my fellow service members.
Dawn, same question to you. How has you, being a veteran, helped change the way you interact with and help treat veterans?
Absolutely. I think every veteran has their own personal story, and I think just hearing them out really gives us a sense of where they're at. I try to meet everybody where they're at when they come in to see us. Now, I was a medic in the military, so I got to see a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, traumas and things like that, and I think a good part of that is just recognizing that everybody has a different trauma and deserves to be heard out.
All right, doctor, what does it mean to you to be able to care for other veterans? It sounds like you've done it for a long time, on and off kind of the battlefield. And how do y'all create an understanding environment at Advanced Pain Care?
A big part for me in my military experience is having a support system. So I'm very lucky to have a wonderful family. My wife and 3 kids is a tremendous support system for myself. I know that that's not always the case for all of my patients. And so military members and veterans in pain, it's a difficult situation to go through without a support system.
And Dawn, I'd like to ask you to reply to this as well. What does it mean to you to be able to support veterans like yourself? And how do you work on creating that understanding environment?
Absolutely. Well, for me, it's definitely a deeply personal thing. It means honoring our service members' sacrifices by trying to help them get a better quality of life and really just regain that control over their lives that a lot of them just really want back. And so just hearing their story, I think, really taking the time to sit there and say, hey, you know what? I might not have been through exactly what you've been through, but I can understand you on another level, and we can figure this out together.
Dawn, Dr. Wisler, we appreciate you both for your service to this country, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
To learn more about what you could do if pain wasn't holding you back, talk to the doctors at Advanced Pain Care. Go to austinpaindoctor.com to get help managing your pain today. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Advanced Pain Care.